6:30, April 9th. Got Mana coming in. Looks like. Yo. Can you hear me? Oh, shit. That's not good. Darius, what's up, bro? He's starting.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, man.
Morning, bro.
We're trying to figure out Mana's speakers real quick. There we go. All right. He's going to restart his computer, I'm sure. How you doing, bro?
Nice. Really nice. Just have to change my speakers. Okay.
Nice. Hey, Ben, I feel like it's been a while since we last talked.
Yeah.
Everything's good?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good.
Super excited to have you on the team, man.
Yeah.
Time to catch some
I'm
pips, huh?
excited.
Put some
Yep.
work in.
Absolutely.
Let's
Before
go.
I go live, gotta learn everything about it.
Oh yeah. So when it comes to my strategy, it's very similar to Rakil's, but I implement trend lines and
Yep.
I'll show you how they make sense um, during the course as well. But you'll start to catch on the way we trade on a daily basis in a live session. So obviously GJ's been in a major bullish trend since December 21st, and we've just been pushing. If you take a look at the 4-hour, we've been bouncing off this bullish trend for quite some time. Bounced off right over here after creating support at a previous support over here. And the main things that we're looking at is support and resistance, just like right here, right? That's our main confluence. But we also add trend lines because they do make sense, and they add that extra confluence for you to take a trade. Like right over here, as you see price creating a support over here, you could have gotten in multiple times. We caught a couple of these trades right over here. Gafoor, what's up, bro? All right, here comes Mana. Like right over here, as we're forming support, we're creating higher highs and higher lows over here. You're creating a support, and we're bouncing off the trend line. That's another confluence for you. Mana, does your speakers work?
Yeah, it's working now.
There we go. Good shit.
Nice.
Good to see. So I was looking at over here now what I was showing Darius. And by the way, guys, Darius is a new member of the group from Sicily. Darius, this is Mana. He's from Toronto, and then
Nice to meet you,
Gafoor
bro.
is from Toronto as well.
Nice to meet you.
So yeah, I'm from Montreal.
How's it going, man?
Montreal. Okay. I'm not a Canadian, so everything's Toronto to me.
I love Toronto, man.
Can you hear me well, guys? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Very
Okay,
clear.
nice.
I like your setup, by the way.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Did you see
Thank
my story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good shit.
Gotta repost it.
I see. I don't like to show your names or I don't know if that's something that you guys want to show. So I guess I'll just ask.
No problem. Absolutely.
Cool.
problem.
So what I see over here on GJ, this candle's flipping bullish. So I'm thinking about a possible buy over here. But anyway, as I was pointing out to you, this is a major bullish trend line that we've been creating a support on, right? And we finally broke that support that bullish trendline support yesterday, right? We closed below, but now we're starting to form that support over here. We came down and grabbed liquidity over here at this previous support where this order block was to the left. And now we just flip bullish over here on that 4 hour. So now this 4 hour created a bottom wick and now it's flipping bullish. But we want to wait for price to see what it's doing above this area, because I'm looking at a buy, but what we're looking at, the reason I'm looking at a buy is because this was the bearish trend line that we've been respecting since the beginning of the week. This is a major zone over here on the 4 hour. I'll point that out in a second, but we're now breaking that and retesting the previous order block that we had over here to the left, right? See this to the left on the 1 hour. So we broke clean close above, retested it. These candles have no bottom wicks over here. The 30-minute closed above that zone right here. So now we're retesting over here. Let's see what we look like on the 15-minute. I'm in no rush to take a trade as it's Friday, but what I see happening is price may be continuing bullish after grabbing liquidity. This is kind of like a fake out right over here. Pushed right through. Got a couple guys coming in. Pushed right through the resistance of this previous order block to the left, and now it's retesting this area. I was looking at a possible buy as this candle was creating its bottom wick, because if you look right here, this is a possible zone right here because you had support being formed, right? It looked like price was coming up, and then we got to close right below that support, and then it closed right back in. So that's a fake out to me. All right, so now we come down, but the only problem was this candle had no top wick. But we came down to retest that previous support, and we flipped bullish and closed right above the resistance over here. So I'm waiting for support to form, and I think we should be coming up. We got about 22 pips, 23 pips to play with. Should be
more
coming
water.
up.
Why more water, Bella? Where are you putting all this water? No, you're not.
Should be retesting right over here and continuing bullish. And for the short term, since we did close below this bullish trendline support over here, are we coming up to retest that bullish trendline support to then continue bearish and retest these lows? That could very well be happening over here. And we see that a lot in the lower time frames. When we break a trend line, price comes down, creates a support, comes up, retests it, creates a resistance, and then continues down to retest that low. Or on GJ, are we continuing bullish? I think safe buys when it comes to any kind of intraday or swing trade are going to be above 151, right around here. If we close right back into this trend and we form a support, retest this area, we could catch this thing all the way up next week. And that's what I'm looking for. Now, the only reason I could see, I was pointing this out to Ali yesterday, the only reason I see why we made this move is, first of all, technically, because price was coming down from this resistance that I've been pointing out to you guys for weeks. If you take a look at the weekly over here, I know that we got a couple things in the way, but you have price coming down from this area. And then if you look at the 4 hour, why is it coming down from that area? Looking to the left, how many times has it rejected this area over here? And this is the 4 hour, multiple times. And we had a previous support in this area as well. So technically, that's why I think that's happening. And then fundamentally, the only thing that I could see was right over here. So EU exports 80 million vaccines, with Japan and the UK getting the most. But the thing is, Japan has overtaken the UK as the main destination for shots produced in the EU. Partially, that's probably because of Brexit. But, when it comes to Japan taking more shots than the UK, this could be that drop. But I think it is more technical than fundamental because, we've been in a bullish trend for quite some time. Like straight bullish weekly candles for 13, 14, 15 weeks. Right from over here, December 21st, we've just been pushing bullish. So at some point, we need some kind of correction for us to get into a better price and then continue bullish, or for banks to get in a better price as well. So what I see is maybe a quick scalp. Oh, we're getting that retest right here. So I want to enter. I'm just entering 1% over here because it is a Friday. But I do like this setup to continue up into this area right over here. Not trying to be a hero or anything like that on a Friday. But I do see the break of structure, support formed, saw the fake out. Can even put this right here. I've seen this many times. Over here. Anybody else looking at something similar?
I'm not really looking at anything this morning.
Yeah.
Maybe it breaks above that resistance to the left, GJ.
Okay. How was your week, Mana?
About 2.5%.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
shit. It's a good week.
Yes, sir.
Caught some of these
Nice.
sells over here, huh?
That will be my weekly goal, 2.5%.
That's your weekly. Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, that will be when I will go live, 2.5%, and I will stop. About 10% monthly, I will be done.
Nice. Yeah, we'll be able to push that too. When it comes to scalping, you know, typically as a newer trader, you're looking at, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5% as a scalper a week. And what we're looking to do is really push that limit to get from 4 to 5% to 15 to 20%, because what you're doing is taking scalps and turning them into swing trades.
Yep.
And you can easily grab 20% a week, and even more than that. You could grab, 50, 75%. At some point, you're going to get to that. And that's what you're constantly pushing for. And you're not trying to be a hero. You're securing and just letting the rest run. And that's something that you just get used to. For me, what I really think as a scalper, and then this goes vice versa as well, but as a scalper, you're most comfortable trading for 2 or 3 hours and then getting right out of the market, right? So
Yeah.
the next level of that is holding on to these trades and being comfortable holding on to these trades. I truly believe the next level of that is being a swing trader. And then as a swing trader, the next level is being able to scalp. Trading is all psychological. So there's different levels for different traders. Different strokes for different folks, right?
Absolutely.
So does that make sense the way I was explaining that?
Yep.
Guys, this is our new member, Darius from Sicily. I don't know if anyone, some guys can't really talk earlier in the morning. But they all welcomed you in the group chat. $15-minute candles about to close.
Welcome, Darius. Welcome to the group, man.
There he is, Christian. What's up, buddy?
Thank you.
Problem, bro. What's up, man? I missed my workout this morning. I don't even feel right.
What do you mean you don't feel right?
I overslept. Missed the
Oh, okay,
workout.
but you don't feel like sick or any symptoms?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, man, me too.
Off balance, man.
The thing is, I did it on purpose, just because I didn't get into like 1 a.m, and
Oh,
I need at least 6 hours of sleep. 5-6 hours of sleep to be productive at night or productive throughout the next day. So I was okay. I'll still get my 2 workouts in today, but I hate sleeping in like that. I feel like shit.
That shit got me feeling crazy. I don't even
I know.
feel right.
Let's fill this wick, GJ.
Yeah, I think 6 hours is pretty cool.
Yeah. If you get anything, I've heard this from Elon Musk. If you get anything less than 6 hours, you're not productive for the next day.
Yeah,
And
for sure. Feel
I've definitely
tired.
felt that. So we got that retest over here on the 5-minute.
Steph, I have a question.
Who's that? Gafor?
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? I was just wondering that why the resistance wasn't at 150.397. Like, why'd you think that was a fake out?
Okay, so I'll explain it right now. I gotta journal this too. So over here, obviously we've had this bearish trend right over here, right?
Yeah.
And now we've broken it. We've broken structure. We had an order block right here. Price closed below, and then we closed right back into the range. So that was a fake out right there. We pushed right through and closed right above that range, right? And we reacted to this previous resistance over here. So you have a resistance right here. Price came up, closed above it, and then reacted to that resistance, but then formed a support at the previous resistance over here. Then what we got was a close below that support right back into this range. And you could also put it right here from this resistance as well and say that this was a fake out, but I'm looking at most recent support and resistance. So forget that all this happened right here. Just see that this price is forming a support right here, and we're in a bullish trend. We're breaking structure, right? And we're pushing up. So we have a fake out. Price closes below support, closes right back into the support. Then we retest the previous support over here and then close above the resistance. This candle comes down and retest that support and then continues bullish.
Okay. I
Does
see.
that make sense?
Yeah.
We got a clean move to the left as well, and we should be coming up. And if anything, if what this is could be a retest in the higher time frames of our bullish trend that we broke, right? We could be coming up to retest and then continuing bearish.
So technically the reason you entered was because the 30-minute candle closed above the resistance, right?
Yes, right here. And
Yeah.
then right over here.
Right over there, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Like
Oh.
before we get on the chart, I was looking at this as a possible entering on this bottom wick, but it's a Friday. I didn't want to be a hero. So what I did was I waited for this candle. It was also 620, 625. I wanted to wait for price to just close above this area, and that's what we got. It's a Friday, so you got to
So
be
you got
safe.
in on the next candle, right? As it passed.
I got in after this retest, and then we passed the high of that candle right here.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I have to journal this anyway. And then I put my stop loss down here, just in case we get another. Exactly. Yeah, right over here. There it is.
Yeah, it looks good.
You're saying right here? Next one. Right here or right here? Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Could have secured. Let's see. Yeah, we hit 10 pips up here. I guess I missed it. I didn't see it hit 10 pips. Oh, I got slipped a little bit. But we should be continuing up. And then, like I said, for your play next week, if we do come up here and we close back into this bullish trend line, into this bullish trend, and we close above these areas up here, I want to say 1 to 4 hour. Yeah, if we come right back into this area right around here, this will be your play to continue bullish to retest these highs up here. And we'll continue up. But for me, what I think is happening right now is sellers are cashing out, grabbing profits, and they're done for the week. It's a Friday. So that's what's going on right now, and I'm taking advantage of that. I keep not getting the journal in. So now the 15-minute already created its bottom wick. Come on, push up. Ooh, I like this formation. I like this formation on the higher time frames, like the 30-minute weak bearish candle. No bottom wick over here past the high of that bearish candle. It just pushes up. Go.
Bro, can I ask you, as the 30-minute it's closing bullish in 8 minutes, if it closes bullish, would you trail your stop loss below this current 30-minute candle, or will you leave it just as a...
So what you could do is, I've been testing stuff a lot out, really testing this trend line, trying to see, where I want to place it, where the best place to place it is. And did I say trend line or did I say stop loss? I feel like I
Yeah,
did.
the stop loss, yeah,
The
bro.
stop loss, yeah. So when I secure, I'm not so quick to move my stop loss to break even. I'm looking to let my trades breathe so that I can catch that bigger move.
Okay.
Right. So right now I have it right around here. But what you could start doing is doing like a dynamic risk kind of thing where you take a what's it called? Like you take your scalp and then you place another trade with your stop loss below the higher time frame support, and then anticipate that to continue up. You secure your one scalp and then you let the other one run.
Got it.
And that's something that you could start adding to your trading plan. But I'm looking to let this thing run if it does. I already secured. I don't like this resistance right here. Plus, it's a Friday. I'm playing it safe. Had a great week. So Darius, we're doing a growth challenge right now. Let me see if I could pull this up real quick. Actually, before I do that, let me just journal this. Darius, what pairs do you trade?
Just GJ. I'm taking a look just at GJ.
Smart. Just sticking to one pair, huh?
Yeah.
It's good, man.
I just
Master
have
that pair.
another pair on the watch list. It is gold, but too much volume, too volatile for me. I don't comprehend it, and just GJ, just stick it to one pair at the moment before I go live. So I gotta comprehend it.
Awesome. I always tell people, like, you want to be the go-to pair, or the go-to guy for your pair, right? Like, you want people to ask you your opinion for that pair, and not so much to get recognition from other people, but it just adds that feeling of, all right, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this pair, and I can make a lot of money with this pair, right? But also have that second pair in your back pocket. Something like gold. Not that you're trading yet, but that you're just live back testing. You're just watching the way it moves every single day. You're journaling the trades that you missed.
Just taking a look at how it reacts to the Forex Factory news about the US dollar and the high impact news and medium impact, just this. And because I don't want to trade it, I don't want to trade it if I don't understand it.
Makes sense. Shit. Let's try this. I'll take a So now my rules are, if we come back down to my entry over here, even I'm not moving my stop loss to break even, but if we come back to the entry, I'll just close 50%.
Okay.
So with certain setups, I do that. Certain setups, I move my stop loss right to break even. It really depends. Depends on the pair too. Taking a look at EJ over here. EJ's been a mess in this range. But I was saying you'll get safe buys above this resistance over here because you didn't have many pips to play with in here. You only had 10 pips, another 10 pips or 8 pips right there. Then even over here, you have about 22 pips to play with. So you'll have safe buys once price does close above this area and then continues out. But on the 30-minute, we got a fake out right here. Price is coming right back into the range. So you would have wanted a retest right here to catch this clean move to the left. Gold is coming back down. Let's look at the DXY. Japanese currency index, man, look at this thing. We're forming support, retesting this high up here. Looks like respecting this trend that we've been in. Let's look at the currency index. Yeah, bearish trend. Gold is heading up. Gold probably just forming support over here. Are we close below this trend? But Darius, this will all start to make a little bit more sense to you once you go through the course.
What, bro? Sorry.
I was saying this will all start to make a little bit more sense to you once you go through the course.
Yeah, absolutely. It's already about 6-7 months that I'm watching Raja looking trades at GJ and studying the course. And
That's awesome.
as soon as I finish, I will get through yours.
Nice.
As I said, one thing at a time, and I will complete everything.
Yes, sir. Patience. Anyone have any questions? Oh wait, Gary. Chris, do you have school today? I don't know if you could talk. Oh, here it is. Do you have school today? Did you sleep through that? Is that what you're saying? Or sleep through your train? Oh shit, that ain't good. They need a substitute teacher in there. So we came back down to my entry, and as I said, I just closed 50%. I barely have like anything running right now. Small. Gio, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? Good
How are
morning.
you? You've been able to talk on the mic a little bit earlier.
Yeah, just not too loud.
Good stuff, Chris.
Oh yeah, the what do you call this? The one you messaged me yesterday. I took that trade, but it was an overnight trade, so I got stopped out at break even.
On GJ? Oh, the fake out. That's
The fake
right.
out. Yeah, Asian session.
Right over here, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you secure like right down here?
I got 10 pips out of it.
Good shit. And you stopped at a break even. You left the runner in because you thought it was gonna be a fake out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff, man. Yeah, it looks like I was pointing out before. The chat. GJ hour looks nice. Rejection of bearish promo. Oh, EJ hourly. Yes. Oh wow, there goes GJ. There goes that pair. That's great. Let's take a look at EJ real quick. You're saying foreman support over here, Gary? Rejection of 130. Oh, you think we're coming down? Yeah. Oh, yeah. What I was looking at was this fake out right over here. Because during the Asian breakdown that I did last night, I was saying that, you could have grabbed buys up here as we were creating support and continue up, but you have all these areas that you need to clear. And you only have 8 pips in between these. And safe buys, we're going to be mirroring this candle over here, getting about 20 pips, 22 pips. But we didn't get that retest, and we got the fake out. GJ's trying to figure out what it wants to do. So Yeah, Gio, I just pointed this out, but we broke that structure, the bearish structure that we've been in all week. I think sellers are cashing out, grabbing their profits. Now what we had over here was this resistance, previous support, resistance right here, and then we created a support right over here with these candles, right? So created the support, price closed right below that support over here, no bottom wick, no bottom wick, price closed right back into the range, no top wick either. But what we did was we got a retest. All right, Darius, I'll see you soon. We got the retest of this previous support, and then I was gonna enter as price past the high of this candle right over here after the retest, but it's a Friday, so I didn't want to be a hero over here. And it was also like 625, so I waited for price to close above this resistance over here with a clean move to the left. So what we got was we got a retest of that previous resistance, and then a pass of the high of this candle right over here.
I see.
Makes sense. But what I think is happening right now is as we broke below this bearish trend, I think, obviously sellers are cashing out, they're grabbing their profits. But I think on the higher time frame, we could either be creating a resistance and retesting this bullish trend to then continue down to retest this low over here, or we're going to get safe buys at this level over here, or possibly once we close and break above this level right back into the range right over here. Safe buy is going to be here for next week to come up and retest these highs up here.
Yeah, it looks tricky on the daily because it broke the low of previous candle, but then this could be, a support to continue up.
Yeah. Well, what I was looking at, did you watch the Asian breakdown?
Yeah.
So you saw what I was looking at right over here?
The trend line.
Yeah, this newer trend line, and it makes sense if you look all the way to the left as well. But take a look. So I was saying we could be coming down. Oh, we got Ali coming in here. Wait, I gotta. He's out.
What's
up,
up?
brother? Good shit. So yeah, we're reacting to this level over here that I was saying. And we tapped into it. Now we're creating a support. This daily candle barely had a bottom wick, so we could be forming the support right here and then continuing up. So this should be interesting.
Did you guys take any trades yet?
Yes, I took a buy on GJ.
Nice.
Let's see where we're at right now. Oh, we're retracing a little bit. I already closed 50% when it came back to my entry anyway. But secured 80% at 8 pips. We're having some issues over here. We could be ranging, but I do believe this is kind of similar to a gold trade that I took. What was it? Actually, I think I have it pulled up. Here it is. This is one. Actually, I was pointing this out to Ali yesterday. The way price is forming over here with these wicks, the reason why I didn't move my stop loss to break even is because I learned from this trade over here where, I did, instead of closing the full thing when it came back to my entry, I just closed half. And let's see if price does the same thing on GJ and then continues up. Does that format look similar? The price formations?
Yeah, actually it does.
So we could be, just tapping right back into the entry. Again, if it was not a Friday, I would have entered right in here. As price retested after this fake out, price retested and then past the high of this candle right here, I would have already been up. Yeah, would have grabbed 21 pips out of this already. But let's see how we're forming on the 5 minute. Yeah, still respecting the structure. I move my stop loss up. And we're gonna see what we get. You guys looking at anything else? Gary, are you looking at EJ? Is that something you're looking to take? Got that fake out. Could be continuing bearish. Buyers cashing out the end of the week, coming down, correcting that move. Let's see gold. Gold forming a support. I like this. Come right back up to this area. 1750. I'm gonna paper trade this. Price should be coming right up here to retest this bullish trend, then maybe continue down. But let's see, DXY is on its way down as well. So gold should be coming up. Gia, do you want to point something out?
No, I'm just, because I was on my phone. I just accidentally pressed that.
Oh, the pen button. Oh man. Anyone got plans for the weekend? No.
For me, it's my wife's birthday on Sunday. So
Nice.
unfortunately, though, we can't really do a whole lot because we entered our third lockdown here, our third
Oh
stay
my
at home.
You guys are going full communist up there.
Yep. And it's silly here. Like they've also like they've kept big box stores open, but if they sell non-essential stuff, that stuff is like blocked off.
I saw that. I saw that on Rakil's story.
Yeah.
He's getting real fed up
Ooh.
over there.
Yeah, it's a pain because, like, for example, like with my wife's business in baking, like a lot of the stores that she wants to go to get supplies and stuff, it's technically considered non-essential.
So ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. I saw that post. Like if they're selling, kitchenware or something like that, right?
Yep. I think I think that was the sign in front of the dollar store.
That's so ridiculous. You should fly her down to Florida.
Honestly,
Have a good
man.
time down there. Yeah, that's crazy. What do you think of Trudeau?
I think he's not bad, but I think a lot of people don't like him because they think he just says things to make himself look good. I think a lot of people don't really trust him or give too much, like pay too much attention to his word.
I think
And
a
I
lot
think
of politicians do that.
He's a little soft-spoken compared to some other leaders, I think. So I think people think he gets pushed around a bit easy too.
Oh, when he's meeting with world leaders?
Sorry?
Like when he's meeting with world leaders?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's looking for this great economic reset or something.
I don't know.
Crazy. We've been getting into a lot of politics in here.
So on GJ, let's say we break 155.50 around that area. Let's say we close above there.
Mhm.
Would you just enter buys on the close, or would you wait for some sort of pullback?
I mean, being that it's a Friday again, the thing is, any kind of buys are a little tricky below this trend line over here.
Mhm.
The reason I took this, were you on when I was breaking this down?
I can't remember.
Okay. So we had this order block over here, right? And we were just trying to figure out where we were. I was in that swing. My swing actually got stopped out this morning over here. Yeah, with this move. So what happened was we have this resistance right here. And what happened was we broke below and had a fake out, right? We retested this area. If you look at the higher time frames, retested this area right down here and
Yep.
then flip bullish, right? So looking at the 1 hour, fake out right there, close right back into the range. And we also broke this bearish structure that we've been in. Clean close above too. Now these candles have no bottom wicks. No bottom wick on this bearish candle, no bottom wick on this bullish candle as well, and a strong bullish candle. So looking at this over here, you have this bearish trend that we broke, support being formed. And the reason I put that resistance right there is because you have a previous support, previous resistance right over here. And what happened was over here, we formed a support. Forget all this happened, right? We formed a support right over here with these candles at a previous resistance. Then we get a clean close below the support with no bottom wicks over here, and a close right back into the range. Now, I was saying over here, if it wasn't a Friday, you could have entered.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you could have entered after this retest of the previous support and the pass of this candle right here. And you would have been up around 20 pips up here. But what I did was, it was around 625. I was waiting for the 30-minute to close. Didn't want to be, go crazy on a Friday. So I waited for a close above this resistance and the retest. So I entered as we passed the high of this candle, anticipating a mirror of this move over here to come right back up and retest this area. Right? So when price came up and made this push over here, and then this candle went bearish a little bit, and then finally made one more push up to retest this wick over here. That's why I decided to secure at 8 pips instead of waiting for 10.
Nice.
I could have gotten 10, but on my MetaTrader, I got slipped a little bit. I entered a little bit later, so I ended up securing up here at 8. So what I'm anticipating right here, and just so that you have your play for next week, is what we could be getting here is obviously throughout the week, we finally broke this 4-hour bullish trend line. And, we were on our Zoom yesterday. I was pointing this out, but we got that break of the bearish trend line. We have a support forming here. Are we getting a retest of that bearish trend line or a retest of this previous support over here to then continue down to retest these lows? Or are we going to close back into this trend? We get a nice clean close above 151, 100, a retest right here, and then we take price right all the way back up to 153, 400. So that's what we could be getting right over here. I like this rejection over here with this wick, strong bullish close. Price came down, created its bottom wick, and passed the high of that candle. That's why I didn't move my stop loss to break even or anything like that. I'm just letting it breathe to see if we do continue bullish.
Yeah.
Now, what happened was instead of closing the full thing, like I was saying before, I closed 50% when it came back to my entry. I just left my stop loss where it is. We got a guy in here. What's up, James?
Hello, guys.
Good morning, fellas. How we doing?
Matei, what's up, my man? How's it going, guys?
Hello, guys.
How you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing well.
Great.
Doing well.
Perfect.
Good shit. You guys have a good week?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good week for me.
pretty busy. Pretty busy.
James's week could have been better off the charts.
Yeah, yeah.
You good?
Yeah, no, we're all good. We're all good. I
How's it
went, I
feel?
went pretty hard on the icing yesterday.
How's it feeling today?
Actually feels a lot better. Still super stiff. Still super stiff.
You just think it was like a strain?
Yeah, I mean, I heard a crack and everything. I thought my knee was gone, honestly.
Oof.
Yeah, I actually apparently yelled. So like I stepped, it locked, and then I kind of I lost my balance and did a somersault. And apparently midair, I yelled out loud, "Oh no!" I don't remember. I don't remember doing that. But my buddy came over and goes, "Yeah, I thought your knee was gone." So, but yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh man. Dude, when I grab some more free time, I gotta get back into flag football.
Yeah, I actually loved competing. It was so much fun.
Mm.
We got rocked, but it was really fun.
You really?
Yeah, I mean, we played these guys that they could hit a softball wherever they wanted to on the field. They were so good at just hitting it
Oh,
where
you're
we
playing
wanted.
softball.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
like competitive softball.
Like a good old dad, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, we were playing a bunch of dads, and we could hit it far, but we always would fly out, and these guys were just poking at places.
That's their shit. Softball.
Yeah.
They love that. They live for it.
It's
Fun.
it was fun, but it was kind of scary.
Yeah, it's not good. Boy, Noah's down in Mexico.
What he said, he's 3 days. He did a 3-day
Not too sure.
vacation.
Not too sure. So you guys may be getting a possible entry of waiting for price to create a support over here and wait for candles to close in your direction to then continue up. Unless we just get a fake out over here. I barely have anything running right here, so I'm not worried about, I still think we could continue bullish, but just leave my stop loss there and see what happens. I already grabbed my 80% up here. But yeah, we should have, both biases. Like I said, we should have some nice, clean moves for next week. Depending on what happens. Now, I was pointing out during the Asian breakdown that the only reason I could see why this move happened was because of technicals, reacting to our levels up here. This zone. And honestly, I gotta fix this because we adjusted it to 153,500. Very significant zone up here. Technically, and then fundamentally, with this vaccine news, how Japan has overtaken the UK when it comes to importing vaccines from the EU. And the EU has exported, see this? Exported 80 million vaccines. And Japan has gotten 17.7. Also, take a look at the Japanese currency index. This is the DXY, by the way, so we're dropping. And gold should be on its way up. But Japanese currency index, we're correcting some of these moves over here, closing right back into this range, creating a support, respecting this trend line. Could retest this high, continue up. So are we going to get a deeper correction to retest this wick on GJ? Very well could happen. This is a very strong weekly candle. But as I was pointing out last night during the Asian breakdown, it's this level right over here. Could this be the reaction that we're getting to create a support and then head up. All right. That'll be interesting. Or boom. Another crazy dream last night, but I can't remember what it was.
I'm just kind of scrolling through here, but looking at gold, we might be getting a change of market structure to retest those 4-hour highs.
Yeah.
On the lower time frames, looking at like the 15-minute.
4-hour highs.
Might be coming up to like retest 57 ish.
Yes. You have a significant resistance right over here because we closed back in this range.
Yep.
We've been in this bullish trend, respecting it. Now we had a strong push above that resistance, closed above. Now we closed right back in. So what I was saying, I have confluence of the DXY being bearish. So we could very well, I would wait for price to close above this area, retest, and then continue up. But I was saying, before you hopped on, this is a paper trade for me.
For sure. Yeah, it's hard for me sometimes to whether to take the most recent support and resistance into, I don't know if more confluence is the right word, but which one to, whether to take historical supports and resistance or the most recent as more confluence in what price is going to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's tricky. I mean, every pair is different too.
Right.
Like every pair I have different rules for in their own respect, but for the most part, I have the same rules for my trading plan and all that. But when it comes to risk management, pairs differ.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right over here, creating a higher low, higher high, passing this weak bearish candle, already forming support to previous resistance. This would have been a nice trade up here. And you're just anticipating price to either continue bullish or just to retest this bullish trend line to then continue down. But we could very well be continuing bullish. But I already took my trade for the morning.
Oh, yeah. Pretty solid week, though, then, right? Between yesterday and today, Steph?
But yeah, between the whole week, we had a really good week. Also, I recommend you guys doing this. At the end of your week, like today, when we're done with our session, do a full week review of all. Like you can, if you guys have the back testing, the rewind tool on TradingView, go back and back test the entire week and see the trades you would have caught and see if they're any different than the trades that you actually did catch and compare those in, scale those in comparison. This is just me back testing. These are the trades I would have taken. And I do believe I grabbed this one right over here. But instead, I would have closed the full thing over here. So, you change a few things. This is how you would have grabbed this move over here. And then what I did in the beginning of this week, let's see. Where is it? Here we go. I think this is it. Yeah, I was just trying to backtest, how we could have caught the GJ move down. And it started in the very beginning of the week, but we were very bullish on GJ, so it was hard to take something like that. There's a screenshot of. That's weird. Anyway. We're coming down.
I have a question for gold.
Sure.
How do you know like which resistances to look at? Like for example, I'm looking on the 1 hour and there's clean bearish candles to the left to mirror, but I also see that there's a resistance at 1750, which you put as well. So how do you know when like you can just mirror those candles to the left, or when you actually look at the previous resistance, since that's not the most recent?
So this not being the most recent resistance.
Like, for example, like these candles to the left, like these bearish candles that you're seeing, like the resistance would technically be above, yeah, like around 1753. So
Yep.
So how do you know when you're going to take into account that the 1750 resistance instead, since that's not the most recent?
So that comes with doing your top-down analysis, right? Now, right over here, we have a very strong resistance right over here on the weekly, but more so on the daily. If you look over here to the left, it's a very strong zone over here at 1745, right? So you're doing your top-down analysis. Price is in a bullish trend, very strong bullish candle right over here on the daily from yesterday, right? We made that strong push up. Now we're coming down to retest this previous resistance over here to then continue up. But looking at the 4-hour now, the 4-hour had this resistance here and this resistance here. So obviously this being the 4-hour, that's a very significant level for me. So right over here, what I saw was price closing above cleanly, closing above that area right over there, right? And then we closed right back into the range right over here. And not only that, but we broke the bullish trend that we've been respecting. And honestly, this was the old bullish trend. And we'll keep it here. But it closed below that area. So I'm going to keep this on here. This is a very significant resistance right up here.
Yeah.
Right. So I do trade based on most recent support and resistance, but this is a very strong level that price is definitely going to be reacting to at least.
Okay.
Going to be wicking into that area or, dropping out of it. But, this would be a secure point as well if I was in this buy.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because like recently, whenever I'm like drawing charts and stuff, like if I'm not seeing enough range because of like those kinds of like resistances that I'm seeing, like I get kind of nervous to like get into the trade.
Yeah. So what's holding you back exactly?
So like when I'm not seeing enough range, like even if I see like clean candles to the left and then I see like a resistance like that, like previously like it's done over there, and I don't see enough range, sometimes I just don't get in.
That's
that
smart.
Okay?
We put together that
Trading plan. Yeah.
checklist. Yeah, the trading plan, but that checklist when it comes to the entry section, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have multiple things. I'll go over them right now. So obviously, if you have the perfect setup, you're not going to hesitate, right? But
Yeah.
the first thing you want to check is that stop loss. Where's that stop loss going to be? Is it going to be a valid stop loss? If it is, okay, this could be a potential trade. Then you're checking the range, trying to see, all right, how many pips do I have in this range to take? Okay, maybe I have 25, 30 pips in there that I could play with. Right here on gold, you have 38 that you could possibly play with from your entry. Study the candles and the wicks right before. Okay, we have a previous resistance right over here. Price is forming a support at that area as well. This candle came all the way down, rejected that area, and closed above that support, right? This candle came down, looked like it was continuing down, just like this candle right over here, to then retest this area. But what happened was it created a bottom wick and then passed the high of that candle. So validating that support, we continue up to mirror these candles and at least come right up to here. Also, you want to check the time frames. You want to do a quick run through. Okay, what does the 4-hour look like? What does the daily look like? What does the 1-hour look like? Okay, 15-minute. Okay, valid. Nice strong bullish candle right over here. 15-minute, previous 15-minute candles were forming the support over here. Grab liquidity real quick and then pass the high of this 15-minute candle. Okay, valid. Then also look at the price. Are we at a psychological level? 48 flat, stuff like that. Price forming this support right over here at 1745, psychological level. Also look at the time. What time is it? Are we coming close to the 1-hour close? Should I wait for the 1-hour close? Should I wait for the 30-minute candle to close? These are all different things that you go through, and it's going to become quicker. I just went through that for 2-3 minutes. that becomes an instant thing when you're about to enter a trade. It's like, okay, boom, 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 ready to go.
Yeah.
Take a quick look at the other time frames. Okay, makes sense. All right, we're entering. So just got to keep it simple.
Yeah, makes sense.
So this 30-minute candle, 7:35. This 30-minute candle has a top wick over here and closed barely with a bottom wick. And what I've seen on GJ is we normally fill that wick right up there. I've seen that many times. Like right over here. You see this candle right over here? This ended up being a fake out, but it had a top wick and barely a bottom wick over here. We ended up filling that wick. I've seen that. So if you guys go through my journal, you'll see that wick a lot with the bearish candle. If we form a support, if it's at a support. So right here, it's at a support. We could be continuing up to fill that wick. Saying it.
Stefan,
What's up?
did you wait for the bottom wick to form on your trade? Because I missed it.
Where? Right over here?
Yeah, this one.
Yep.
You waited for the bottom wick? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I was I don't know if you were on, but I was pointing out where you could have taken this earlier if this wasn't a Friday. So you could have taken this as this candle retested the previous support after the fake out and then passed the high of this candle right over here. But at the same time, it was 625, 627, 628. So what I wanted to do is I was like, you know what? It's a Friday. I'm going to wait for candles to close above this resistance over here.
Right?
Wait for the retest real quick, and then enter an impulse entry as we pass the high of this candle. And that's what I did.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. So
That's
now we're getting a
clean
pass of the
entry.
high of the 15-minute candle. We should be continuing up. It's the second half of the kind of the second half of the 15-minute candle. We should be continuing up here. Honestly, did anybody jump in as we pass the high of this 15-minute?
No, I called it a week during London session, so no more trades for me.
Oh, you already you called it a week. I thought you said a week. Nice.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Good shit, man.
Yeah, it was a great week actually.
That's awesome. Awesome. Curious.
I would say that's probably my best one since I'm trading.
Let's go. Wait, whoa. King Philip died? Or Prince Philip?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Who is this? This isn't Di's husband, is it? Princess Di? Is this Harry and Philip's father? Can't be. He's not that old.
99 years. It's a
That's-
young man.
Hey, would you say a young man? Yo, guys, by the way, this is Darius from Sicily.
Thank you.
New member of the group.
Welcome, Darius.
Thank you, bro.
What up, Darius? How's it going?
Nice. Just trying some new things on the demo. As I said to Stephanos before going live, learning some new things.
Yes, sir. I want to see where's the. Oh, here it is. So, Darius, did I tell you about this weekly challenge we're doing?
Okay, I'm taking a look at Slack. Or if you want, I can take a look at on the Zoom.
Yeah, it's right over here. This is the
Yeah,
old this is the original one I made, but I updated it, made it a little bit
Nice.
better, added some names over here that people that wanted to do it. Now don't feel obligated to do this. Obviously, this is the first week that we're doing it. And it's just a growth challenge. Just seeing, add some little competition in here. Somebody messaged me. What was it? New York. Someone saying they couldn't make it. Oh, Abdul. Cool. So yeah, it's just like a little weekly challenge, and we're gonna turn it into a monthly challenge, and then obviously an annual challenge as well. But like I said, don't feel obligated to do the challenge. It could mess with your discipline a little bit. It's only for people that feel like they have their discipline intact, and it can also help your discipline as well. And that's the way I'm leaning. I'm hoping that's what it's doing for people. Just because you have to show how you did throughout the week. You have to show your profits and all that stuff, and get a little shit talking going on in here.
I hope in May we
Cool.
will give it a try. We'll
Cool.
give it a go. Yeah.
Don't rush it all, man.
No problem. I'm trying to make a review of the London session if I have some questions or some trades.
Did you take anything this morning?
Nope. Just so that range on the 1 hour. I think it was like a range, but I will send you a chart. So
awesome. Please do.
Actually, I saw a fake out to the downside, but you already talked about it on GJO.
Yeah.
So that's fake out, and I'm trying to learn the best way to trade them. When it comes inside the range.
The fake outs?
Yeah.
Well, we got a perfect example right over here for you this morning.
I saw it on the 1 hour or on the 30. I don't know.
It was on the 15-minute. So
Okay.
as we broke the bearish trend over here, price came up, created a support, faked out. Obviously, we're in this bullish trend over here. So it's valid. Price came down, retested that support. That's typically what you want to wait for. Then you can enter as price past the high of that candle. Now, these are a little bit more advanced. These are things that you want to back test, some of these setups. So right now, when you see this, obviously journal this so that you'll take it maybe the next 2 or 3 times that you see it. And you'll start to get more confident. Then you start entering a lower lot size. And then that's how you get really confident with your setups.
Is it better to go with the trend, also with the fake out? For example, the uptrend, and this is a fake out to the downside. Yeah? Is it right?
Yep.
And then when it comes inside the range, we have the trend that is going up, and then there is the whole explanation of the strategy, when to enter, and blah, blah, blah. I will go through it when it will be the right time.
So right over here, we're in the major downtrend, right? Now we have a resistance formed. When was this? This was, what day was this? 6th? Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. So Tuesday, we created this low right down here, right? With these wicks. And then we had this resistance. We had a retest of these lows being created over here. And then we had support being formed over here. So we're ranging over here. And this is a trade that I took during Asian on Tuesday night. So we have this range right in here that price is ranging in. And what you have is a close above that resistance with some clean moves to the left. But during Asian, my rules, I wait for the retest. So I didn't get the retest. I was anticipating maybe buys. We were going to what's it called? This was early in the week when I was still very bullish on GJ. I thought this was just a correction, and I was waiting for some kind of support to form so that we could come up and retest these highs, because that's what we've seen for the last couple months together on GJ. Is, you know, once we create that low, we come right back up to retest the high. So that's what I was kind of waiting for, but I waited for the retest. We didn't get the retest. We got a fake out. Price closed right back into the range, created its top wick, passed the low of this candle right here, and then I grabbed this move and I secured right down here at 11 pips. If you want to see it, right here. This is what the 4 hour looked like. This is what the 1 hour looked like. The 30-minute price came up, faked out, closed right back into the range.
So clear.
What's up?
So clear. So clear.
And it's in a downtrend, that fake out. Price comes right back into the range. Secure 80% at 11.6 pips. Now, normally, price will break out right through the other side, but there's not enough volume during Asian for that to happen. So at least we got this candle, and this is all you're looking to do is just catch one of these candles, and that's it. 1 30-minute candle, 1 hour candle, and then you're good.
Maybe this could have been for me a second opportunity, because I saw the breakout candle, and as soon as the fake out candle but passes the high, I would have entered a buy as we broke out the range.
Yeah.
And the fake out one will be, sorry for my English, will it be my second opportunity, because I would have recognized that the breakout would have turned out into a fake out. So close the buys and give my buyers a second chance, maybe.
Now keep this in mind as well. I was actually before we were on our Zoom at this time, right? So what happened was this candle came up and passed the high of this candle in the first like minute or two. So when that happens, normally, you know, you're gonna end up getting some kind of bottom wick forming, or just like a complete fake out, and price just goes the opposite direction. When price passes the high of that candle in the first like minute or two. I'm sure you've heard Raquel say that too.
Yeah, and so it's also on your Trello. It was sometimes an error you made. I read it.
Yeah,
So,
I've made that mistake a couple times. I'm sure many people have, and you just learn from it, you know. And so we passed the high of that candle. I was telling him, you know, I'm waiting for a support to form for price to then, you know, continue up, right? Get the support formed.
Yep.
Candles closing in our direction during the Asian. That's one of my rules. Then we continue up. I didn't want to take an impulse entry right here. This one's in the chat. All right, man. I'll see you later, buddy. So now that we got that close right back into this range, enter as price past the low of that candle right there, and you just grab this candle.
yeah, nice trade. Nice.
Appreciate it. What time was this? This was around 9 o'clock. So I'm starting to notice. 9 a.m. So used to trading New York. The Asian session, you get a lot of volume in the later hours, like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Asian for me is at night. When I woke up at 6 a.m. or 7, I have the pre-London, and my lunch hour, I have the New York. So chill. I have to chill.
Nice.
I think it's a good spot here in Italy, because I can chill and take a look at London and New York in a normal hours, and let the rest of my things do the rest of my things when there's Asian.
Yeah, Matej's
I'm your neighbor, actually.
Yeah.
I think anybody trading in Europe is in probably the best spot.
I would say
nice
so.
spot.
You get to trade. You get to wake up early, trade London session, then later in the day you get New York volume, and then you sleep through Asian, which has no volume.
Perfect.
Long GJ plus 15 on 4, 9, 21 at When do we take this? Take this around. When you're journaling, guys, try to get the exact time, 6:35.
Are you on Eastern time? Yep, New York.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Cool. That reminds me, Mateo, I gotta get my water. Finally got back in the gym yesterday. Felt awesome.
I feel nice.
Missed it.
Yeah, I know how I feel. Gyms are closed here, so same for me as well.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, man.
They've been open. I just, like, during COVID realized that you really don't need a gym to get in good shape. Like, I did the first 75 hard in the beginning of COVID, middle of COVID in the summer when I didn't have a gym. Got in some of the best shape of my life. So you really don't need it, but, you know, it's nice to have. So went back.
Yeah, and it's also good because if you're out of the gym, then your body adapts to the new exercises, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you change the routine, and this really affects you.
Exactly.
It's already been 3 months here in Italy. Gyms are closed.
How you guys doing over there?
Oh, Sicily is nice. Everyone goes out. No one cares, you know?
Got a little freedom down there.
Yeah. No one cares. Always freedom in Sicily.
Nice.
Always.
That's great. That's great.
But for me, it's different because I'm always in good shape. I have the same weight from when I was 14.
Really? You weigh the same as
I'm-
you did when you were
yeah.
Wow. How old are you
57 kilos. And I don't know, you use pounds.
Yeah.
I think 57 kilos from when I was 14. I'm 23.
Yo, Stefanos, what's your weight?
I'm like 185, 125 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not so tall. I'm 1 meters and 70. I don't know. You use different height. 1 meters, 1.70, 1.72, 1.70. Yeah.
Weigh 1 point what?
1.70. I'm not so
1.70.
tall.
Oh, 5'5". Okay, good shit.
I'm skinny boy.
You should be able to run a fast mile, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Always
Light on your
running.
feet.
Always running.
Good shit. Use that to your advantage. See, there's this dude that I listen to and follow. His name is Ed Milet. I was actually telling Ali about him yesterday. Ali, did you ever get that book?
I looked into it. I tried checking on YouTube first to see if there was a version on there.
Oh,
Couldn't
yeah.
find one. But I was watching a video, just like an interview kind of video with him, and it was really good.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just watching like an interview kind of video with the author,
Mhm.
and it was a really good video. I'm really actually intrigued to get the book, so I'm definitely gonna get that soon.
He's a great communicator.
Yeah.
Very good interviewer as well. Yeah, I mean the book is like, if you get it on Apple Books, like that book app, I think it's I highly recommend anyone get this. It's called Max Out Your Life by Ed Milet. Let's see. Bookstore.
And you said that it's he himself on the audiobook, right?
Yes.
Narrating it. Sick.
Yeah, it's only an hour and 25 minutes to listen to.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, and it's literally I've listened to it like 4 or 5 times. It's great to like start your week out or like listen to it on a Sunday.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just a quick. It's basically like listening to a podcast, and he just lays out the structure that you want in your life. Like I said yesterday, how to control your mornings and nights, and if you do that, it's a lot easier to control your full day.
Yep.
He's writing another book too now. But I gotta update the books channel and throw some more in there.
Yeah, I love those book recommendations, man.
Awesome. Throw a couple more in there. Is anybody in GJ right now?
Still waiting.
Yep, still waiting for a close above at least 150, 600.
56. Smart.
Yeah, I'm looking around there too.
Get a nice clean move there. No FOMO about missing this move. That's all. Oh, Chris is in this too. Good shit, Chris. This is a good setup right over here on the 15-minute. Thing is, you don't have many pips to play with.
Nice job letting that breathe.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, you learn from previous trades, you know?
Yeah.
Where is that? And gold. Fucking miss 102 pips.
Yeah, that'll teach you.
Very similar though. So we should be continuing up. GJ and gold are very similar in a couple of respects, but very different in others. 8 o'clock. Should get some volume. I didn't get home till 1 in the morning. I should start reading these off to you guys. I have this history channel, like this day in history.
Yeah, I saw that. That's perfect, man. That's fun. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm a big oh, Chris is getting off. I'm about to head into work, guys, but I may secure now. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Don't want it to flip when I'm not watching. Exactly. Smart, man. Yeah, secure. Stops at break even. See what happens. See you later, Chris. I'll see you see you on Sunday for the market breakdown. And whenever you get the chance, actually, I don't think you're in the challenge. You're not in the challenge yet. All right, cool. But have a great weekend, bro. So what's today? The 9th? NASA, 1959, April 9th, NASA introduces its first astronauts. It's crazy. Did anybody see First Man with Ryan Gosling? He plays Neil Armstrong. Dude, when he went to the moon in the 60s, they sent him up in a tinfoil can. That's basically what that was. It's insane that they were able to reach the moon back in the 60s. Like, you know how nerve-wracking that's got to be? Jumping in a rocket and heading to the moon in the 60s? Like, now they got the technology and everything, but jeez. I mean, even still, that's risky, but let's see. From a pool of 32 candidates, NASA carefully selected the 7 military test pilots to participate in America's first manned space program, Project Mercury. While the Mercury 7 attained instant celebrity status, Project Mercury suffered early setbacks in competition with the Soviets. In 1961, it wasn't until nearly a month after Soviet cosmonaut, I don't know what that means, but Yuri Gagarin orbited Earth in the world's first manned space flight in April 12th. Wow. It wasn't until the late 1960s when NASA's Apollo program put the first men on the moon and safely returned them to Earth that NASA surged ahead. It's interesting.
It's interesting, man.
Sometimes I forget to flip these.
We should start the stream with that.
Yeah. James has those trivias that he does with his team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he comes on here and asks us, remember?
Yeah.
Got any plans this weekend, Matej?
Not really, man. Going over my trades later today, workout. I don't know, just putting chart time in, back testing and getting ready for the next week. Nothing special.
Yeah.
It's
Constantly
lockdown
pushing
here
forward.
anyway, so yeah.
That foot on the pedal, man. Keep it up.
How about you? Anything special?
No. My fiance is doing a little trip with her girlfriends. She's gonna like ask them to be bridesmaids. One of those corny things. um, so I got the place to myself. I'm probably just gonna buckle down, lock myself in the office, put some work in, go work out.
Thing, man. I mean, I like it the most when it's like that. Just not put the chart time in, put the work in.
Throw some like classical music on.
Oh yeah, man, just some music, relaxation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I figure some of our guys on the West Coast are sleeping in.
That was a nice Porsche, man.
Nice what?
Nice Porsche.
Porsche?
Porsche, yeah, the car.
Oh yeah. Those are my clients.
Yeah, man, it was sick,
Porsche might be the one of my favorite cars to drive, other than the Tesla. I like this little thing I got going on with my driving company, and it's like a life hack. I get to drive these cars, get paid for it, and test them all out before I get my own.
That's perfect, right?
Yeah, man. I don't have to pay for my own. Happy doing that.
Stephanos, what kind of company do you have?
It's a driving company, so we live in a good area for one. Let's see. I think I pointed this out to you guys before, but I'll just show you where I live so you get not the exact address. No. Google. I love playing with this thing. This is the best. If you guys don't know already, I'm a big history and geography guy. Google Earth is awesome. Dude, isn't it crazy that we live on this planet? Like, what are we doing? It's insane. And if you ever watch a video on YouTube of what's it called? Like it compares us to how small this planet actually is compared to the galaxy, the Milky Way, and everything. It's like nobody matters. Like it puts everything in a perspective where it's like, why the hell do you care about other people's opinions? Right?
Yeah, like a small point.
Oh yeah.
Tiny.
Oh yeah. So obviously, you guys that live in Europe and everything, this is the US. So no. So this is New Jersey, where I live. This is one of the smallest states in America, but most densely populated. It's the most densely populated state in the country. So right here is where I live. I live in Long Branch, right? So just giving you a comparison, this is New York City. This is Manhattan right here, right? The island of Manhattan. You got Brooklyn right here, Bayonne, Hoboken, Jersey City right over here, Staten Island. You got the Queens, and then you got the Bronx. But we have Newark Airport right up here. So living over here, very good area to have a driving company just because of the location and also the socioeconomic status of the people that live around here. Like Rumson is a very wealthy island right over here. Very big houses. I don't know if I could show you. To give you like an idea of how big these houses actually are. It's like ridiculous. So this is Rumson Road. It's like, this is DL Country Club. It's just like a lot of money over here.
Jeez.
But anyway, Yeah, these are all just mansions over here. But
Oh, there's a pool for every mansion.
oh, yeah. I didn't even realize that. You're right. Yeah, look how big these houses are. Insane. So this is
That's
actually where I
crazy.
do my my bike ride. Well, how do I? Oh, there we go. I can use my hand. Nice. Um, so a lot of people with money over here, and then also Deal. Deal is I don't know if any of you guys are in the Jewish community, but this is a big Jewish like this church is named after me right here. um, there a lot of money down here too. So we have a lot of people that need to go to the airport, a lot of people that need to go to the city for meetings, for dinner, for just to go out for the night, to go to doctor's appointments, stuff like that. Obviously, like I say, go to the airport right up here. You have Philadelphia right down here. You have Atlantic City, which I don't know if you guys know what Atlantic City is, but it's basically a mini Vegas. Um, there's just a lot that people need to go to. So having a driving company over here, I actually started with Uber years ago, and basically developed it into a driving company.
Nice.
Congrats, man.
Now we have
Congrats.
2 Chevy Suburbans, and I partner with 2 cops, and 2 Chevy Suburbans and a Sprinter van. Actually, now we're getting a third. Oh, also you have JFK over here. You have LaGuardia up here. Wait, I want to see where Hart Island is. This is it. So this is Hart Island, up by the Bronx. So this, if you remember in the beginning of COVID, when New York got like ransacked with deaths. Do you guys remember that? New York was like the capital of.
Yeah.
So this is Hart Island where they were burying everybody, and this is where they bury people. Unfortunately, it's horrible, but when they have miscarriages or bad death, the babies, they got to bury them somewhere. This is the island that they bury people. I've always wondered what this looks like. Yeah, these are all mass graves in here. It's crazy. Let me see if they have like. Oh, they don't even have the ability to see it like in the 3D view.
Yeah, I don't want to walk there.
No, me neither.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you don't even see how you have the ability. Like I could press right here and then go onto the
Yep.
street. You can't even do that over here. Whoa, whoa. There's a Statue of Liberty. Ellis Island. So if your ancestors ever came to the U.S. back in like the early 20s, 30s, this is where they would have come. Been there. What, Ellis Island? Statue of Liberty? Yeah, man. Liberty Island.
I can't even imagine living in such a big city, you know?
No, I know.
That is massive.
Yeah, that's massive.
Gotta go for a visit.
Yeah.
My cousin is in Arizona, Phoenix. Gonna go next year.
Nice and hot down there.
Yep.
This is New York City. If you guys have ever been, now you're here.
That's the next milestone, right?
That's a World Trade Center right there. Battery Park. This is Castle Clinton.
What a beautiful city.
Oh yeah.
What a beautiful city.
It needs to get back to what it was. This is Wall Street down here. Where's Broadway? Broadway used to be an old Native American. This is Broadway right here. See the street? Used to be an old Native American trail going all the way down. It's crazy. All right, back to the charts. DJ just ranging. Yep, gold wouldn't have played out. That's why we paper trade it. But let's take a look. Gold might be a play right here. Come on, right back down to this support. Heat 15. As price passes this 15-minute candle, I'm anticipating price to come down. So as I was saying, what you do, you check your range. You only have about 20 pips to play in right here to come right back down to the support. So is that a big enough range for you on gold to take? Your stop loss would be right above this wick right here, maybe a little bit wider, 15 pip stop loss. You just wait for it to pass the low of this candle. I've seen this many times. Move my stop loss up a little bit.
By the way, the other day, I took a look at Capital Hungry stream. He's a beast, bro. He's a
Yeah, Jevin.
It's I don't know how we know all these things about economy and all the news. Bro, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah, I used to be part of Capital Hungry. I got a lot of what my style is from Jevin as well. So mine is kind of like a mix between the two. That's kind of where I got the trend line, stuff like that. That's where it started to make sense for me.
Yeah. Incredible people.
Yep.
Yeah, I was also watching his streams. I mean, I still do, but you know, it was like, I don't know, 3-4 months back, and I was just a beginner back in that time, so it didn't make a lot of sense for me. I mean, it did, but you know, to trade in the way that he traded, it's just like too hardcore for me at that time.
Yeah. So it's a little complicated.
Yeah, it honestly is.
He breaks it all the way down to the 1 minute. I look at the 1 minute too. That's kind of where I got those lower time frames. But I only look at those time frames at key levels.
Yep. But it's really incredible how he can, you know, break down every single candle on 1 minute.
Yeah.
Just
it's the same thing. It's the same thing as the 30-minute. Only different.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And there goes gold. Did this setup make sense to you guys? A little bit more advanced, but this is something that I've seen many times.
I like that doji candle.
What was that?
I like that doji candle.
Yeah.
It's sort of a retest of the continuation.
Yep. Very weak candle.
It's perfect.
I was debating entering this too, but all good. I'm good for the week. I just closed GJ. So let me just mark this off. Ended up closing. What is this? 6 closed. Full position. Nice. We're done for the week. Great week. So I'll journal that later. I gotta post all these trades today on Instagram. Oof. Damn. Let's take a look at it. You know what? Gold, yeah. Gold created this top wick up here and then passed below the bottom wick of the previous 4 hour. This would have been a nice trade. Wow. It's honestly crazy how simple trading is. Not easy. It's simple. Wow, GJ really retraced. Oh man. Wow. This would have been a nice week cap right there. Nobody caught this, did they?
What a drop.
Wow.
It was like a news.
Something like that.
Last one, Fed's.
Oh, core PPI hasn't come out yet. Don't expect to lift rates until our conditions met. Let's see. Wow. Currency index for Japan just dropped. Dollar index just retraced. Did a little fake out. Now we're pushing bullish, but we're still bearish. But that's probably why we got this move. Oh man, my shoulders are sore.
Also, GJ is closing at an interesting point at resistance, right at resistance.
Yep. Could have kept that thing
On
in.
30 minutes. 1 hour also.
Did anybody else trade today?
Yeah, I took one trade along the breakout move.
Yeah, and GJ, right?
Yep, and that's it.
All right. Gold, gold, gold. 60 pips. Little volume on a Friday. What I think is going on with GJ over here is buyers are starting to exhaust around this resistance over here. Previous resistance over here to the left. You see this trend line, how price is just making higher highs, but like gradually, slowly, smaller candles. We could be starting to turn that corner and starting to come back down to retest this low and then continue back bearish after retesting this trend line on the higher time frames. Now continuing down, but we'll see. It's a very strong candles over here. But with that, I think I'm gonna call an end to the stream. Obviously, it's a Friday. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, do a full review of the session. Try to back, not the session, but the week, and try to backtest the entire week to see what you would have done differently. How you would have caught this huge move on GJ, right? How you could have scaled in to some of these scalps. How you could have caught some of these scalps, but scaled into the swing trade with scalps, right? And just journal it. But also anybody participating in the challenge, just send a screenshot of your profits for the week. You could go to MetaTrader and hit the little clock in the top right corner and do last week, and it's going to show you like the profits and your full balance in your account and all that stuff. And then I'll update the database and we'll go from there. Sound good?
Sounds perfect.
All right, guys, have a great weekend. Guys, put the work in. Make sure that you're on top of your game for next week, right? We're going to have our breakdown on Sunday after my live with Sharma. And we'll just go over the week and plan out some of these trades that we could be taking. And we'll go from there. All right,
Perfect.
guys.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the weekend and see you on Monday.
You too, my man.
Enjoy. Bye.
You one, guys. Nice having you on here, guys.
Okay, thank you.
See you guys.
Bye.